Alright, what up, what up? Peace, peace, peace. Want to do another video of how we are the people of the book. This is our people. I'm coming at this like when I do this. This is our people. It's kind of more of a spiritual angle, how different accounts, and even historically, different accounts of how in the scriptures, in history, how we could tell where our people were the people of the book. So. Um, I want to go to the beginning. I want to go to Genesis, this time, because this right here kind of gives you a hint of like um, how you could tell who's who and people book and other nations. So, but I'm getting Genesis 25 and 27. This is a key one because it'll tell you. I'll just get it, but and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter and the man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man and dwelling in tents. I'll read it again. This is going into Jacob and Esau, of course. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter and a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man and dwelling in tents. So that's big right there. That's huge because that's going into uh, you know uh, so now Esau will be the patriarch for the so-called Caucasian race for them, and Jacob, is our patriarch. So that's right there. So that's why it explains why sometimes that even explains why you see it's in the spirit for white people to be hunters and in the field and all that stuff. And as you see right here, it says how Jacob was a plain dwelling man. He's in that piece. Wasn't really. That's why it's naturally in our spirit to not want to be out in the uh, woods and go all that, do all that, trying to, be, uh, trying to be like the wild man or be in the woods. And then you even see it in the horror movies, like that's why it's because it's naturally in our spirit not to, do like things like that, because that's why we don't kind of. That's what certain things do. That's why you see in the horror movies like, no, we good. We're not camping out there. We're not doing that because that's why. I don't know. It just goes back to the spirit of our those patriarchs, and that's why Jacob was a dwelling man. That's why you see what's my man name? Uh, like what's my man name? Uh you see on Animal playing all the hunters like Crocodile Dundee and that's in their spirit to be like that. The guy that used to always be out in nature. I'm forgetting his name, but so I just really wanted to get that because yeah, it says in Esau he was a hunter, so yeah, that's why it's in their spirit. Us, it's in our spirit to. So it was a plain dwelling man. Jacob dwelled in tents. We was at peace. He wasn't really bothered with that. So yeah, that's a kind of can tell. Even those two nations, you could tell who's who. Just reading that scripture right there. That when I first read that scripture, read it over again, it's like, oh, okay, got it. It's the Most High's way of predictive programming to how to say who's whose like role was going to be the art, like who was going to do what. This is what your role is going to be. This is what your role is going to be. So yeah, I just really want to focus on that. Yeah, I'll read it in Oxford. But yeah, that's why it's in our spirit not to naturally do certain things. So we're, Jacob, he wasn't like the Esau, and Esau does. We see what we do on the internet and over in movies. You see all types of stuff that they do, like all that fear factor stuff, all that craziness. It's in their spirit to be like that. That's like even historically, well, not it's not actual, but even like they make movies about it, of course, like with the Flintstones, they tell you who you are, or the movie back in the day, Harry and the Hendersons, and a bunch of other movies. They know where they come from. So, um, yeah, even in the what they call it. It's not real. It's just them in their natural state. Oh gosh, I'm forgetting. I'm not forgetting the name of this creature. Gosh, so my mind. It's not the abominable snowman, of course not. It's the I'll read it. Oh, the Bigfoot. Yeah. I'm forgetting the Bigfoot. That's the Bigfoot. That's not. Of course, we know it's not real. Whenever people talk about the Bigfoot, it's talking about the Caucasian, their natural state. So you could actually do research on that, and if you go on Patreon, there's and the other brothers do research on that. Chronicles of Judah, and other brothers on YouTube have done research and done videos about the wild man and how the Esau and how that's their history. That's in their history. They put in movies, TV, all that. So it's kind of telling you what it all comes from the scriptures. So the call mainly comes from the scripture I just read. So. Yeah, because they know who they are. So, according to scripture, so they know that they're in a natural state. Like when you hear people talk about the I just named him too. What's his name? Oh shoot, the Bigfoot is talking about them in their natural state, their natural even that commercial recently that it was with the hairy creatures. It's really talking about the Caucasians. I wish I probably put the YouTube link in the comment, but but yeah, you could tell even this why that scripture. You could tell who's who by that scripture. So already again, as the boys are just in the Oxford Study Bible. As the boys grew, Esau became a skillful hunter and an outdoor man. And Jacob lived quietly among the tents. So, yeah, that's telling you who's who. And that tells you that who we are and tells you who they are. So, yeah, I just really wanted to touch on that, honestly. So, hopefully this was edifying. So, peace.